Kane works that way with a lot of things in life.
ran it
Yeah, especially your parents.
Yeah.
what's wrong.
That'll be their idea. You're good.
Yeah, and
Now
then-
you're in trouble.
And then when you get older, you'll find out that you need to make it your kids' idea. Hey, Stu,
Keep her from wired.
what are you up to?
They said that even though I would love the natural flow of it to be straight across the back of my property, my plan was just to come straight across. But talking to the county, they said
Rhonda and mine.
EPA and
Okay, great.
I guess it's the Corps of Engineers.
Well, I mean, one minute, don't know how the way it's going right now.
We have to have engineering, we have to get an engineering company to come in. You can't even touch, you can
There you
work
go.
the banks, but you can't touch
Not
the
much
water
steel there beside it.
without
A little
getting.
bit of this.
EPA, he told me that if EPA would have known about what had been done, there would have been heavy fines levied. So, needless to say, it's already done, but he said to pull that out wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Well, I call the meeting to order. It's, I believe, we'll rise and pledge allegiance to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Council President John Myers,
Present.
Councilmember Pete Bethel,
Present.
Councilmember Mark Moreland,
Present.
Treasurer Becky Smith.
Present for the. Okay. Approval of minutes. We have none at this time.
Right, we sent along with the laptop or something.
Yes,
I
what's
mentioned
it?
that invoice, or I mentioned the email, they are going to be, you need to take a look at it.
Did we have minutes from the last meeting? Or did we have them? So you've got two minutes. Okay.
Have you guys had a chance to review?
Sorry.
Have you had a chance to review?
No, that's what she's saying. Her laptop went down. She ain't had a chance to get into us.
Any building permits? None. Transfer appropriations? None.
Hopefully the banks will be reconciled within a couple of weeks and you'll have all of the appropriations for the June meeting.
All right. And new business.
I've got a couple things wherever.
He had a couple things, so we'll just plug that in right here.
All right.
Go ahead, Mark.
I was provided a letter that was given to Tony Tots and Tykes Daycare, and it came from Trident, our insurance company. And although the outcome of it is what it is, there were a few things in here that I've done a lot of research on it, and I guess I just need clarification, because it basically says, my area of question is, please understand that our obligation as an insurer is to pay only those claims which are insured is legally liable. In conducting our investigation, the town officials have advised us of the flooding of the business location, 405 Southwest Street, was a result of substantial amount of rain that filled the drainage ditch behind the business and ultimately caused the flooding. Here's where I start questioning it. We have been informed that the ditch belongs to the Kane Ditch Company. I've researched all over the place, and I'm unable to find such a company.
When I spoke with Pam Olson
Jason with Trident Insurance, he contacted me on that claim. And I told her it's a tributary of Kane Ditch. I don't know that it's actually a named ditch. It is a tributary that flows into Kane Ditch, which is the ditch that goes west out of town, takes all the water away. Where'd she come up with Kane Company?
Well, let me go on. We've been informed that the ditch belongs to the Kane Ditch Company and is not maintained by the town of Odon. I want to come back to that point. Because the town of Odon does not control the ditch, and because the weather conditions in that area have caused the flooding, we do not feel, nor does the town of Odon feel, that there is any negligence on their part. Now, my point that I'd like to make from my perspective is, I don't ever remember telling anybody that. Never. And if the town of Odon does not maintain the ditch, I'd like to understand why we had the prisoners go out there last year and weed eat it. So, I don't know whether a different letter, the resolution is basically the same. They've made their decision. The town's not liable. But I just don't like the way that they took privilege in writing this, because that's, in my opinion, not factual.
And does it say that the town was copied on that? Because I haven't received a copy of that.
Tony gave that to me. You're free to take copies of it, yeah.
Okay.
On the same, and that concludes my thing on that. This past Tuesday, the 13th, I contacted the county, Mr. Goss, and he put me in touch with Jason, I think it's Heel, from the Davies County Highway Department. And they came out to my property, and we looked at the culvert running under West Street, along with several other locations in town. And the first thing is I know we've had discussions about pulling that culvert out and just recreating what was the natural flow of the ditch over to the West Street culvert. Good thing we had the conversation, because they informed me that, number one, that culvert should have never been put there without pre-approval from the Corps of Engineers and EPA. Moreover, any work being done to a ditch, creek, or river system, you're only allowed to work on the banks. You're not allowed to touch the water. So their recommendation, which comes along with 4 others that I'll read to you real quickly, is that we actually have an engineering company come out and do a study, and then by all means, no matter how much money we wanted to save by doing it ourselves, this is going to have to be an engineering project. The culvert that runs under West Street, they said that they were budgeting to do that work probably sometime first of next year. But they didn't think that they were going to be able to get to it this year. They feel like they can go to they call it a 100-year storm size drain through there. They indicated West Street crossing, upsizing the pipe under West Street will likely provide little drainage relief to this watershed due to similar pipes located just upstream of the location, which would be the culvert that we talked about that's on my property. Grove Street crossing, the 30-inch arc pipe is smaller than the pipes located at the Spring Street crossing. West of Grove Street, the 36-inch pipe in this section is the same size as the Spring Street crossing, but drains more area. Other pipes in the ditch, he said he did not review the pipes crossing located in yards for sizes. These should be reviewed if drainage is changed to ensure additional problems are not created. I'd like for us to start having a conversation about getting an engineering firm to come in and to get the study started.